So listen, y'all know I posted that video a couple days ago about BMF J-Bo, who was the underboss in BMF, who was Big Meech's right-hand man, being caught by the feds with 53 bricks of cocaine. Well, listen, if y'all seen that video that I did about his arrest, or y'all heard this on the news about him being arrested, I got something to say about that, man. Bruh, all I gotta tell y'all is, I don't know how true this is, but after posting that video, which is currently sitting at 800,000 views on my Instagram and 500,000 views on my Facebook, somebody who claims to be close to him or part of his family must have seen that video and decided to inbox me, where they told me the exact way how he got busted by the feds was the driver who he was using to drive the bricks got intercepted by the feds along the way driving him with the bricks and agreed to cooperate, bruh, where he took the feds straight to J-Bo. Man, listen, now I told y'all I don't know how true this is, but to me that story sounds believable as hell, because if you know anything about the BMF case, you know that they was using hella drivers to drop that load off. And that's how most kingpins or niggas that's receiving bricks get they bricks, bruh. They use drivers, bruh. And I'm gonna tell you now, after hearing this story about him being arrested this way, I low-key feel sorry for Buddy. Because even though I don't agree with him getting back into the game, mostly because of his past, him being connected to the largest black drug trafficking operation of all time, which means he's going to forever be a target of the feds, and also by him serving about 11 years in federal prison because of that case, which led to him missing a lot of time with his family, kids, and loved ones, I low-key feel sorry for him now, bruh. Because it really wasn't his fault why he got arrested, bruh. I mean, it kind of is, because he decided to use that driver and decided to get back into the game. But if that driver was solid, bruh, and didn't tell on him, he would have never got busted. So right now, he's currently about to go to federal prison because somebody else couldn't hold water, bruh. Which is sad as hell, but I'm gonna tell you now, that's part of the game, and it happens a lot. And that's why you can't be out here using any driver, because you take the risk of somebody running off with your pack or somebody cooperating and bringing the feds straight to your lap. And that's the main reason why I say I'm forever done with the game, because I don't want to take those chances or risks no more, man. Because I guarantee J-Bo's heart dropped to his shoes when he seen them feds blow down on him. Buddy probably seen 30 years or better in big letters flash before his eyes when them feds blew down, man. And I'm gonna tell you this, I guarantee when the feds pulled over the driver and the driver told them who they was taking the bricks to, the goddamn feds had big ass eyeballs and was happy as hell, man. The feds probably told the driver, like, is Big Meech there with him? Is Southwest T2? Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if the feds let the driver go with no charges after leading them to J-Bo's arrest. But if y'all look at the top of the screen in the right and left corner, y'all see that I got how much time he's looking at and the charges that he's looking at. Well, in this part of the video, I'm gonna show y'all how I came up with how much time he's looking at. Anywhere from 20 to 25 years mandatory minimum. Mean that's the least he can get for this case. Now, as for the first charge at the top, being in possession of or trafficking 5 or more bricks of cocaine, on a person's first offense, it carries a penalty of 10 years to life mandatory minimum in federal prison. But since he was already convicted of this charge once, which means he is now on his second offense, he is now looking at a mandatory minimum of 15 years to life in federal prison. And listen, I know it says a minimum of 20 years to life in federal prison, but that's the old law, because the First Step Act of 2018 changed it. It dropped it down by 5 years, which now makes it 15 years to life in federal prison, mandatory minimum. And to all y'all out there who want proof of that, I had to look this up myself this morning. It is, you can see it right here. It dropped it down to 15 years to life mandatory minimum in federal prison. The First Step Act did. But that's only if his federal prosecutor decides to file something against him with the courts called a 21 USC 851, which is a repeat offender enhancement. That is the only way he will be facing the penalty of 15 years to life in federal prison if his federal prosecutor files the 21 USC 851 against him. And y'all see how I said file? Like they must file it against him, because it's not automatic. And when it comes to the federal prosecutor filing that 851 against him, they're on a strict deadline to do it. They got to do it before he cops a plea or before he goes to trial. But I'm gonna tell you now, as for a person like me who's been through this stuff before and know how the feds operate, operate, you can best believe that federal prosecutors are going to file that 851 against him. Only because when it comes to the feds, they be trying to get as much time out of you as possible. Plus, by him being a serious drug offender, meaning that every case he caught that went federal involves big drugs like kilos and bricks and heavy loads and stuff like that, they're going to more than likely file that against him. And this the last thing I'm going to say. By him getting caught with the 3 firearms when the feds blew down on him, that means he's fighting a 924C, which is guns and drugs. You're using the guns to protect the drugs. And all that is a mandatory minimum of 5 years to life in federal prison. And that will put his time at 20 years to life in federal prison, mandatory minimum. And if y'all look over my head where it says consecutive sentencing, that means his charges got to run one after another. So after he do the 15 years, he got to do the 5 years. They can't run together, meaning that he does 15 years and get out. He got to do 15, then the 5, which means he gonna have to do 20 years, no less, altogether.